I've got a question. Have you ever wanted to create? Like, it doesn't matter what, just like make something, be it a drawing, a game, videos, music, it really doesn't matter. What I was asking was if you've ever had the urge to bring something from your imagination to the world just because. Because if that's you, you genuinely have an amazing skill. And I may be reaching, but I think if you have that amazing skill, the ability to turn dreams or ideas into real world things people can actually interact with, you might also like oh, it does have fan service though. What? Shut up! Guys, I've been waiting so long to talk about My Dress Up Darling, I'm not gonna lie. This anime is one I've been wanting to talk about since the first season finished, but I didn't because I would have fumbled it so hard. No.
All these candy-colored hair heroines
turn it
cleaning my
off. My Dress Up Darling is an anime with layers, like actually. It's a romance where a girl, Maureen, has a cosplay for passion. Wow! It's a romance where a girl, Maureen, has a passion for cosplay. So much so that she wants to actually do it. Surprise. The problem is that she's not the best at making clothing, but it just so happens that one day she stumbles across Gojo. The dude loves making these things called Hina dolls, but the difference is he's actually good at it. He takes the entire process of making one very seriously, drawing the faces, adding the eyelashes, and coincidentally also making the clothing. He never made clothing for a real person before, but his experience level was still a lot higher than Maureen's. So because of this, the two start working together to make cosplay outfits. Now, when I say My Dress Up Darling is an anime with layers, like actually, what I mean is that there's multiple intentional ways to look at it, and you don't need to be a textbook genius to see them, which is good, because I'm not a genius. And I know for sure some of y'all like. Obviously, the romance portion should appeal to people who are fans of romance anime. That was me when I first watched it, and even now. But the difference between current me and past me is that while at first I was only staying for the romance, now I see something I didn't before. I see the joy of creation. Aside from just sounding really cool, is a topic this anime throws into the spotlight a lot more often than you probably think. How I like to think of it is the unwarranted drive to make something for someone, even if that someone is yourself. And that's what I see a lot of now that I didn't see before. I knew I'd fumble this video because I knew there was something I was missing, I just didn't know what that was. Like yes, the romance was absolutely supreme, smack me across the face if I ever tell you otherwise. But if I went in to make a video about this specific anime with just that, I don't really think I would have done it justice. It's only now that I'm creating videos with feeling and hopefully a bit more direction that I get it. The soul that Gojo puts into his crafts, I get that. Oh my gosh, he's so me. Oh, you wouldn't understand. And that's why I actually like that this anime has fan service, because it helps. It helps because yeah, no, well that's really cool and all. If there's something you need to get done that you're passionate about, that, again, fan service doesn't really matter much. In fact, neither does much else. And I'll admit, I probably sound crazy right now, but you gotta listen to me, please. It's really nothing to think about when you're locked in and serious about a goal. And boom, this anime shows that. And it's not just a one-time thing either, it's over and over again. It's no different than having a super evil supervillain to show how pure and righteous the superhero is, or having a school full of pessimists to help accentuate that one optimist. It's just contrast via basic antagonism. Now what does any of that have to do with this? Turn it off! Ladies and gentlemen, the antagonist. Okay, cool. Now with that mandatory explanation of why fanservice might not always be a bad omen implying the end of the world, and the other explanation as to why— oh, no, mom, she's not like the other ones, trust me. I can finally get into the shallow explanation part of the video. This is what I would actually tell people if I was talking to them in person. So scrap all of that Albert Einstein high IQ stuff I said before. Shred it, crumble it, throw it away, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, I don't care, just act like I never said it. My Dress Up Darling is worth your time, plain and simple. The two love interest personalities mesh perfectly despite being different in so many ways. The romance feels real and like there's an actual reason it developed the way it did. I don't think I'd say it's a perfect point A to point B situation, but it definitely ignores a lot of the typical tropes I normally see in anime like these. Plus, both Maureen and Gojo have an insane passion for what they do. So much so that it's almost like they become totally different people when doing those things. Have you seen that video by IBI.mp4 where he talks about the birds and the worm and pushing forward versus being a lazy lame loser? Well, first thing, oh my gosh, if you haven't actually seen that, you have to watch it. I mean, I have no clue how it only has that many views. I'll link it. But basically, in the context of that video, the bird is doing the getting. And in the context of that video, both Marian and Gojo would be the birds. Marian is the push Gojo needs to try this new craft, and Gojo is the one bringing her passions to life the way that she envisioned them. They both work off each other, which is why a romance feels so natural. But that same passion is also what's putting a wedge in the romance now. It takes the place of all those tropes and gives us a totally fresh story. Not to mention it looks absolutely amazing. Like Cloverworks poster child. This entire thing makes me want to do something. Ew. You know, I always thought it was really cool how someone could look like they were doing something unproductive only to turn around and actually make something out of it. Because that's what I do. So I can only imagine what it would be like doing this with something as serious as clothing. You can't even look unproductive with something like that is my thing. Like, I'm sure the mindset is about the same, but the environment just isn't. This anime legit made me realize how different things could be depending on what I do, even as like a hobby. And I know I could be coming off as a shallow idiot right now. Like, oh wow, no manga, you really needed an anime to tell you that different jobs, that different angles of employment, that having a different interest could put you in a totally different environment. But nah, it's more like I just never thought about how fun going to a convention actually could be. I'll put it like this, the idea always crossed my mind in passing, but I didn't actually add it to my bucket list until watching this anime, and it's the only thing on there. I made this entire bucket list specifically for this one item, and I think that says more about this anime than my words can. Let's be honest, we all know an anime is good when it has someone like you, yes, you, I mean look at you, out of your bed actually doing something or wanting to do something. And I think that's a good thing. If you've started going to the gym, it doesn't matter that you only started because of some thick anime girls that ate too much, you freak. Because at the end of the day, you're winning. And the cost of success is embarrassment. So go out there and embarrass yourself. Thank you, my dress-up darling. I'll make sure to do that.